UFC makes historic debut in Qatar with power-packed fight night. In a historic moment for Middle Eastern sports, the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC, is officially entering Qatar for the first time ever. The mega event, titled UFC Fight Night, Tsarukyan vs. Hooker, is scheduled for the 22nd of November 2025 at the Ali bin Hamad Al Attiyah Arena, Aba Arena, in Doha. This marks a major milestone for both the UFC and Qatar, pushing the region to the center of the global mixed martial arts world. The arrival of the UFC has already created a wave of excitement across Qatar, the Middle East, and international MMA communities. Fans, analysts, and fighters all agree, this is more than just another event, it's a turning point for the sport in the region. A landmark move for UFC's global expansion. For several years, UFC events in the Middle East were mostly held in Abu Dhabi. That city became one of the organization's most trusted global homes, especially during the pandemic when Fight Island was created. Now, UFC President Dana White says the time is right to expand further. Qatar is the next stop for world-class MMA, White said as the event was announced. This decision shows that the UFC wants to reach new fans and new markets. Qatar, which recently hosted the 2022 FIFA World Cup and other global sports events, is the perfect next destination. The partnership between the UFC and Visit Qatar has made this event possible. Visit Qatar says the fight night will showcase both modern sporting power and the cultural energy of the nation. Main event, Tsarukyan vs. Hooker, a war expected. The headline fight features Arman Tsarukyan facing Dan Hooker in a high-stakes lightweight fight. Both fighters have a huge fan base and strong reputations for aggressive, fast-paced, and technical fighting. Arman Tsarukyan, one of the toughest lightweight contenders. Known for excellent wrestling and quick striking. Seen by many as a future title challenger. Dan Hooker, a fan-favorite veteran, known for his toughness, long reach, and powerful kicks. Famous for taking fights that test heart and skill. Analysts expect this to be a full-action fight, possibly even a Fight of the Year style battle. Tsarukyan wants a title shot, and Hooker wants to prove he is still one of the most dangerous fighters in the world. For MMA fans in Qatar, this matchup is a dream come true, a top-tier fight right in their own country. Co-main event, Belal Muhammad vs. Ian Machado Garry. Another major attraction is the co-main event, Belal Muhammad vs. Ian Machado Garry. Belal Muhammad, one of the top welterweights, of Palestinian descent, giving him a huge regional fan base. Known for wrestling pressure and stamina. Ian Machado Garry, a rising star from Ireland. Undefeated for a long stretch. Known as the Future, for his strong striking and confidence. This matchup adds emotional energy to the event. Belal Muhammad fighting in the Middle East makes the moment even bigger, as he is expected to have massive crowd support. Garry, meanwhile, wants to continue his rise and prove he can beat the best. The co-main is not just a fight, it's a clash of momentum, identity, and ambition. Why this event matters for Qatar. Qatar has already proven that it can host the world's biggest sports events. But UFC Fight Night adds something new, a globally followed combat sport with millions of passionate fans. This event strengthens Qatar's global sports identity in several ways. 1. Diversifying sports beyond football and motorsports. Qatar already has Formula 1, football tournaments, tennis, and athletics. UFC brings a new audience. 2. Boosting sports tourism. Fans from Europe, Asia, and the Middle East are expected to travel to Doha for the event. 3. Increasing the region's MMA presence. Qatar could become a new hub for MMA competitions and athlete training. 4. Bringing economic and entertainment value. Hotels, travel services, restaurants, and entertainment venues will benefit from the influx of visitors. Visit Qatar says the goal is to create a world-class fan experience that shows why Qatar is a top international destination. Fan excitement and ticket demand. As soon as the event was announced, MMA fans across the region rushed to register for tickets. Local platforms reported strong early demand, especially for mid-range and ringside seats. According to early reports, tickets start around 130 Qatari riyals, making the event accessible to many fans. VIP packages and premium seating have seen the fastest sign-ups. Fans from Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Bahrain are also expected to travel to Doha. Social media in Qatar has exploded with posts about the event, with hashtags related to UFC Qatar trending in several countries. Many regional celebrities, athletes, and influencers are expected to attend. UFC's Middle East future. This Qatar event is not expected to be a one-time moment. Insiders believe that UFC Fight Night 2025 is only the first step of a much larger plan. UFC could host future PPV cards in Qatar, build training facilities, organize fan festivals, bring UFC stars for meet and greets or seminars. Reports suggest that if this event succeeds, Qatar could soon become one of the UFC's major international destinations, similar to Abu Dhabi. A new era begins. UFC's arrival in Qatar is more than a fight night. It represents the growth of MMA worldwide and the power of the Middle East as a sports leader. With strong matchups, a historic location, and global attention, the event is expected to deliver action, excitement, and a new chapter in sports history. For fans, it's finally happening. UFC in Qatar. Big fights, big names, and a big moment for the region.